Hi Aries, this is your weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly's reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk to you about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. And we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, here's the deal, Aries. You will have an opportunity coming your way. And you will have to act upon it real quick. It's not like I doubt an Aries ever acting upon something quick. You guys are fire signs. You guys are very quick to decide. You're quick on your feet. But for whatever reason, that's what comes through. You will have to react upon it real quick. Let me give you a real life example. You know how public transportation works in some countries, in some cities, like there is a bus or a trolley going down the street and the trolley or the bus never stops. They do slow down for a stop, right? It's like really slow. And people have an opportunity to jump off and jump on. That's what it feels like. You will have an opportunity to jump on that trolley or bus or what have you, which is not stopping. But it's going slow enough, it's going to slow down enough for you to jump on. Let me give you a lifetime example. Say you are standing in line because you're ordering food or you're getting a cup of coffee or you're going shopping and you're standing in line to order it or to pay for your purchase. And there is a person standing right next to it, either in front of you or behind you, and something happens, some kind of a commotion or whatever, and the conversation starts between you and that person standing right next to you, in front of you or behind you. That's the opportunity right there. All right, but these are just examples. Yeah, so we started with the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Swords, right? The Five of Pentacles is a card of somebody feeling lonely, miserable, somebody feeling left out in the cold, and perhaps that's how you're feeling right now. Perhaps you had a few bad dates or a few negative bad relationships that fell apart, and perhaps you don't feel like starting anything new, right? In the back of your mind, you hope for somebody new to come your way, but you're like, you don't feel very optimistic about it, right? And here comes this opportunity with the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Cups. Those 3 cards are talking about the same thing. You know, the Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck. For some of you, it could be literally travel. Somehow travel could literally be involved with the Eight of Wands. But again, the Ace of Swords together with the Eight of Wands, real quick energy. Real quick. Alright, the Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. It's a card of somebody who is being very decisive. It's a card of people just talking the truth. It's a card of a brand spanking new beginning, right? The Eight of Wands, like I said, it's one of the fastest cards in the deck. Travel or communication. So there's that communication while you're standing in line, right? Or something like that. But the Eight of Wands is also interpreted as the Cupid's arrows card. Okay? The Ace of Cups, clarifying it, is, as some of you may already know, is all about genuine, authentic love. Okay? The Five of Pentacles, going back to the Five of Pentacles, is clarified by the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending. So perhaps for some of you, this will play out as you just recently broke up with somebody, or hopefully that Ten of Swords, if you seize this opportunity, will play out as that Five of Pentacles coming to an abrupt ending because you are going to be getting the show on the road with this new person. Right? Things will turn around for you, right? The Wheel of Fortune, the card in the middle of the potential outcome, is a turnaround, a very fortunate turn of events, right? Besides that Wheel of Fortune, we also have the Lovers to the left and the Queen of Wands to the right from it, right? The Wheel of Fortune, by the way, could be a Sagittarius you're dealing. You're the Queen of Wands here, right? Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The Lovers, the first card in there, could be a Gemini you're dealing with. The Lovers is a card of a choice. Okay, so you got this choice coming your way this week. But at the same time, some of you may already know the same card could be interpreted multiple ways, even in the same spread. So it could be a choice, it could be a Gemini. But in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection. It's also a card of the love of your life. Right? The Hierophant on the bottom of the deck could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a card of education. So for some of you, education is somehow a part of this equation. Okay, perhaps you're still a student and you're going to be grabbing that bite during the lunch break, and that's where you'll meet this person. But for most of you, the Hierophant is that commitment or marriage card. So yeah, you've got a very important week coming up. Aries, you'll have this opportunity. Two aces. You know, two aces don't just show up for no reason. And the Lovers card. Amazing reading. You'll just have to act upon this opportunity. Perhaps the Five of Pentacles, like I said, you're still not feeling it. You're still like, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna be worth my time. And if you're thinking that way, I suggest you change that. Okay? Aries, I'm not gonna do an extended for you. This is definitely up to you. But with cards like that, if you act upon it, if you seize this opportunity, you definitely have a long-term commitment coming up. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We have Justice, the Sun, and the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with a Sagittarius, Libra, Leo. 4 major arcana cards. That's a lot. Out of 5 cards, there's 4 of them here. So whatever you're waiting for, some kind of a decision you've been waiting for, is finally here. Let me give a couple of examples, and I always give this particular example. Say you want to remodel your house, right? And where you live, you have to submit the blueprints with your local government for them to take a look and approve it, right? Or disapprove it. And you already submitted the blueprints, and you've been waiting for their decision, right? So the decision is yes. You will hear back from your local government, from the city hall or what have you, and they will tell you, yes, go ahead. For another example, you've applied for a loan, right? A business loan, whatever loan, right? And you've been waiting to hear back from them whether you're going to be approved or not. Yes, you're going to be approved. Whatever you've been waiting for, something big, something major, right? The answer is yes, basically, right? And perhaps you've been waiting for a while, because we've got both the Seven of Pentacles and the Hangman in the same spread. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting, and the Hangman is a card of stagnation. All right, nothing happening. The Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, that's what you've been waiting for. The Wheel of Fortune is a cycle. Or for some of you, perhaps you want to go travel somewhere and you're waiting for your visa to get approved to that country. That also is going to get approved. Okay, Justice in the middle could be that government organization or financial institution, right? And the Sun right next to the deck is the happiest card in the deck. Since that card showed up, I would just have to assume you're going to be happy, because the answer is yes. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Emperor clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by Judgment. The Four of Wands clarified by the Page of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus or perhaps even another Aries. But you could be dealing with any zodiac sign. You'll know who this is, because they will most likely propose to you, or they will offer you keys to their place. One of the two. One of the two. Or both. Most likely both, right? Yeah, this is just crazy good. The Emperor, the first card I came out, that is your major arcana Aries, right? And unless you're dealing with another Aries. I clarified every single card, hoping to see another court card, hoping to see another zodiac sign. I even clarified the Emperor, which is your card, and I think that's how you're going to be feeling about this. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of a commitment or marriage, right? But the first 3 cards that came out before I started clarifying were the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Both the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands are commitment and marriage cards. And since the Hierophant showed up here as well, now you have a total of 3 commitment or marriage cards, Aries. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck used to be called the proposal card. And I see this all the time when people think that the only way to get somebody back is to propose to them, and it often works. It often does work. The Six of Wands is also kind of victory, success, feeling good about what's going on, feeling good about what's happening to you, what you're doing. Right? The Ten of Pentacles in the middle is clarified by Judgment, which is a card of somebody coming back from the past. And the Four of Wands is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. Never, ever, ever underestimate the Page of Pentacles, because it could be paperwork. It could be something tangible, something you can touch. Right? And with 3 commitment and marriage cards on the table and the Six of Wands here, the Page of Pentacles is most definitely something tangible you can touch, right? It could be a key to their place, to their apartment, to their house, or it could be a piece of jewelry in a small box, because both of those two qualify. They're tangible. You can touch them. Could be both. A key and a small box. And I think the answer is going to be yes. I don't see any rejection. I only see commitment and marriage here, Aries. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the Three of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. We have the Chariot. We have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Fool. And we also have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I think this week you'll have to be proactive, or you will have to react towards something real quick. Say you are a supervisor, right? And you supervise multiple locations. And there is something happening at one of the locations. And you're like, let them take care of it on their own without my involvement. I think you should go there and take a look what's going on. All right, for others of you, somebody could be trying to steal your position at work, right? And you will have to kind of defend it, I guess. We have a lot of energy on the table that suggests you will have to even get into this attack mode, right? And by attack, I don't mean like get physical with somebody, but you will have to go somewhere, like in the supervisor example I gave, or you have to prevent something from happening. You will have to go to that meeting and stand your ground, right? Stand your ground, I think, is going to be the key phrase for most of you, in order for you to avoid the Three of Swords and to achieve some kind of a victory, or to prevent some kind of a disaster. Alright, so yeah, the Three of Swords, the first card that came out, I think that's what could happen, right? The Three of Swords is a card of a devastation, it's a card of a broken heart, it's a card of feeling stabbed in the back, it's a card of some kind of a disaster, right? And it's clarified by the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of some kind of a crossroads. So you will have a choice as to how you can address this, or how you can react towards this. The Two of Swords is also a card of somebody who says no more. So this is a way of the universe to also tell you this Three of Swords can be avoided. You'll just have to, roll out the big guns, because we got the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Those are some decisive energies, right? The Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this is a card of somebody who is on active defense, somebody who is defending their position, standing their ground, somebody who defends their opinion, their vision, or what have you, or their position at work. Right? The Chariot, both the Chariot and the Knight of Swords could be travel cards for some of you, like literally traveling. But the Chariot is also a card of a vehicle, and it's also a card of victory and success. The person in the Chariot card, they bulldozer over other people, bulldozer over other opponents and things like that. The Knight of Swords is also a very attacking mode card, right? The Knight of Swords is the only knight out of all 4 knights that tends to get into fights. But again, I don't think you should like physically get into a fight with somebody, but just let them know that you're not gonna let them do whatever it is they want to do. Or again, this is you going somewhere to make sure everything is in order to avoid a disaster, or even a bigger disaster. Okay, because if you don't go, if you don't attend to this, they may tell you should have gone. You are the supervisor, right? The Fool, clarifying the Knight of Swords, that's one of your major kind of cards, Aries. I hope all of this makes sense. So basically, don't delay, don't procrastinate. If you have some kind of an issue, attack it, or be proactive. I hope that makes sense. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Aries, this week. We have the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What you're not expecting is an apology from somebody. The King of Wands in the middle, it could be you, Aries, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. Or it could be a fire sign, another fire sign. Another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? And the Knight of Wands, the first card that came out, this is a card of a wounded warrior because the two of you got into a fight, you had a fallout, right? And you're no longer on speaking terms. And the Page of Cups right next to the deck is an apology. Okay, the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. This is a card of something unknown, something you do not see coming, but at the same time, it's a card of intuition. So it'll be up to you, up to your intuition, whether you want to forgive them or not, or perhaps there's going to be something else that follows up after that apology. So use your intuition, right? See why they're apologizing. If they apologize to you and then immediately ask for a favor, you'll then know why they apologize. Then you can act accordingly, okay? Because they need you. All right? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.